I'm just going to store them here in the garage for now. I know they're going to be painting this garage too, but see, here's some white stuff. And I pulled this off because, this shows. Look at, here's paint on it right here. And there's more paint along there. Where was that? Oh, here it is. See all this paint? This whole edge, look at, that's right up against the metal on the door. And I'll show you the door. And I was having the painter do it. And he said, oh, I'll just put masking tape on it as I spray the door, it'll be fine. I said, yeah, but what if you get paint on that thing? Well, we can clean it off, you know, with some goof off or with some cleaner or something. It's right up next to the pre-finished painted door jamb. There's no way on earth that they're going to be able to clean all that with it in place. And you know what? He was afraid that it was going to take, that he might rip it, so he didn't want to take it off. So instead, he painted over it. He even went to the effort to putting masking tape on the edge and everything. And there you go. And so now I took it off because I don't want him painting it in place because it's pre-finished right on the door jamb. And so I'm going to make him clean all that off. I don't know how long it's going to take him. Might take him an hour, for all I know. Because I want it done clean. Okay? That was their choice. But see, it was on some doors like this. And, oh wow, I already got 10,000 steps today. Good grief. It's only, what time is it? It's 12 o'clock, and I just hit my 10,000 steps. Let's see here. Here's some more. It goes up and over, and kaboom. And see, he had masked off here. And that one he did pretty good, I must say. Okay, but you can see how close you got to mask it and then paint to there. Let's just see if you pull this off, then you can lightly sand that, and you can put masking tape from here over, because he's painting inside. Okay, everything's painted inside. He's not doing on the exterior, but I want him to do all the interior of the doors, the frames, the walls, which means this edge has to be painted on the door. Looks like the last person who painted this, see that little edge right there? They didn't do it, did they? They just went to there. You know why? Because this door was probably closed, and then they just sprayed to there, and they said, that's good enough. Well, it's not good enough if you're doing a paint color change, which we're doing. Okay? So he's got to put masking tape from here down, paint this from here that way. And on the door jamb, he's got to paint the door jamb all the way over, and I don't want him to hit the rubber. Now see, on this side, see how the rubber, I pull that off, you see how he can mask up to there nice and easy. Now he had a door, and the door swung out, I believe. Did it swing out? I think it swung out. And so it was downstairs. Okay, I'll take you down there. I've got to remember, see, they're going to come in here, and so I'm going to be the one to take this down. I don't know, I shouldn't have to, but I'll do it. You see this weather stripping here, because there's a window. There's a fixed panel here. I looked outside, and you see there's weather stripping up there on the side here. Even though this is a fixed panel, you see the top piece up there? It goes all the way through. So it's like, how am I going to take the top one off? Well, you loosen it up, and then right at that edge, you take your sheetrock knife and wedge up there. Hold your mouth just right, and you can cut it off, because that's what I did. downstairs. Let's just take a quick meander downstairs. It seems as though the painters are eating lunch now. See, they're getting ready to paint in here, so they've already started masking everything off. See, they even had to take these blinds down, and the valances that were up here, those are going to go back up. So however they take them down, they got to put them back up. So when I asked him about the doors in the rubber trim, he was like just ready to paint. He's like, well, I'm afraid that they might rip. Well, okay, well, that's his choice. So let's see, which one did I do down here? Which one was it? Oh, okay, I think it was this one. See, this door swings out. Okay. Isn't that weird? Lots of doors swing in, but this one happens to swing out. So because of, and see, I took the trim, I took it all off, didn't I? Okay. It's got that same little chamfer saw curve through there. And as I took it off, if you can imagine, this rubber was in there, and so the big fat edge of rubber was right here instead of over on the other side when the door swings in. So that's where he had the spray paint all the way down this edge. And so that's why I took it off for him after the fact. And it took me about 5 minutes. Now it's going to take him, oh, I don't know, an hour to clean it off. So that's why when you look at exterior doors, you look for that weather stripping. See, that was that door. I took this. See, this is the one that had the fixed panel next to it. So you'll see up here. See, I took it off. See, with this door swinging in, this is a little bit different because where the big pooch of the rubber gasket is, it's on the exterior side, not the interior side, because that door swings out. So he only had a little bit on this side, but he had all kinds of, he had a little bit on this one, up on the edges, the top edge, this edge, bottom. So see that top piece, I had to cut it. See, that's all, it looks like it's all mangled right up there. That's because I had to reach up in there and cut it, because I was like, what's the deal? How come it won't come out? So you see how it comes all the way along here. Now that stays, because this was a fixed panel. Now if we ever painted the outside, I don't know what we'd have to do with that. I mean, that would be like, there's no way to take that out unless you take the panel out, the fixed panel of the door, of that window section. I mean, I don't know how entailed that would be to take that piece out. You know, if you really want to go the effort in order to protect this weather stripping. But at that point, I don't know, you'd have to do something different for that. But we're talking about the exterior or the interior right now. So on these doors, I told them this here has to be finished white, obviously, so I'll have to put masking tape along there. And then see how I took this off, see how there's a slight little edge on the paint right there? Well, you see that, depending how well he put masking tape on there. So I told him to lightly sand that and put some masking tape from here over and go ahead and put a little bit more paint on there, so that when I put my piece up there, it's running fine. I'm going to have him look at all the rubber gaskets that I took off. I'm going to have him look at, and wherever it needs to be cleaned, he's going to have to clean it. He wouldn't have had to have worried about that at all had he just taken it off. Now, there's 2 doors there, and then there was another door up here. Oh, that's right. This door This just reminds me, this door, see, had it all masked off, so I couldn't pull that open. This one still has the weather stripping up there. And there's going to be paint on it. So I'm going to still take it off because I don't want them cleaning it in place, because then it's right up next to everything else. And then it'll have a chance of marking up everything on the door jamb itself, okay? So doing things, prepping things right when you get ready to paint is always a good thing. That's what this video is about. Taking off that nice little trim gasket, that weather stripping gasket, okay? All right. That's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos. Now, what was I doing next? That's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.